Welcome to the shooting show. This week it's part 2 of our fallow culling exercise at Audley End, Essex, and Gamekeeper Geoff Garrod proves even he's not infallible when it comes to pigeon decoying.
This morning then, are we?
No.
Yeah, my name's Gary Sharp. I live in the northeast of England in Alnwick, Northumberland. I do a lot of roast stalking up there. I was down here today because I won the Save the Rhino competition to shoot a gold medal muntjac. This will hopefully be my second gold medal muntjac. So I've only shot a few, so I'm quite looking forward to the experience. Yeah, I've had 2 outings, one last night and one this morning. First outing, I saw a very small muntjac, a male, so we left that one. This morning I saw one fallow female that ran past us, but she just kept on going. 2 blanks so far, but hopefully not now.
Okay, Gary, 100 metres forward to the right, you're okay behind. To the left, on the edge of the wood, it's a public footpath, so it's a no shoot that way, okay? Don't shoot the first muntjac buck that comes out, just have a look. And you want one, like length of your index finger and about as thick. It's a useful guide, okay? All fallow females and briquettes, no problem. Okay, nice clean shots. Okay, I'll give you a buzz. I'll send you a text, I'll give you a buzz when it's time to pick you up. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, we sat in a high seat, a covered high seat, in the Greenwood at Audley End. Supposed to be a very good spot. Seems the right type of country for muntjac, plenty of brambles and cover. I use Swarovski L32s I've used for the last 10 years. I find them perfect for all light conditions. Very light, whether I'm using in the woods or on the hill. And my rifle I use Swarovski Z6. Again, I've used that for the last 5 years. Find it perfect. It's got the ballistic reticule, so ideal for all game. I've used the Helix on 3 occasions now with Peter. First of all, it was in Greenland shooting muskox, and second time was in Glenetiv, Scotland, shooting red stags. Very light gun and absorbs recoil really well. Previous occasions the 30-06 had no problems. I find the straight pull very easy to use, extremely quick. This time we have a 243 moderated, which we haven't shot before, so I'm looking forward to the experience. We got settled after about 10 and 15 minutes. We saw a fallow doe. I can see one. I've got one. So there was 2 of them at first. We watched them go, sort of from left to right. It's just over there, past the trees. We've got the bins, right? Yeah. Gap between the bins. There's a tree, and he's half behind the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have him, I think. He's a young fellow, we might as well knock it out there. Oh well, you might get ready. Oh, he's coming forward. still on? You still on? Yeah, dropped on the spot straight away, no problem. RWS 243 100 grain bullet, no problem. Yeah, about another 20 minutes went past and we had two come in from our left, two fallow does. They sort of mingled in between each other for a few minutes. Took a while before we could get one broadside. Broadside shot and it ran basically out of shot after quite a good jump in the air.
How'd you get on then?
Yeah, Geoff came along, we managed to pick up both deer, very pleasing. Yeah, it took a little bit of searching, but eventually we came across it. It had gone pretty dark by then, so get them returned to the larder. We're hoping to get a go medal muntjac today, but no muntjac came out. But we've still got the morning, so fingers crossed.
So there you go, both Mark and Gary are happy hunters at Audley End. And now, it's the Shooting Show news.
This is the Shooting Show news. Cheryl Hall has brought home glory from Dubai. The British sporting shooter won the women's category at the Nad Al Sheba Sporting Championships, shooting 123 to take the $50,000 first place prize by a single target. In the men's event, the USA's Derek Mine took the top spot. Brit Phil Gray can be happy with a $25,000 fourth place prize after narrowly losing a shoot-off for third. Full report in the next issue of Clay Shooting. The talk of the stalking community last year was the Javelin Bipod, which attaches magnetically to the rifle to reduce noise and allow use on multiple rifles. Now there's a new release from the company behind the Javelin, and it's a tripod. Spartan Precision Equipment's Simon Wilkinson told us how the new innovation came about.
We got everyone's feedback for about 9 months, what people wanted, what they didn't want, and we came up with a carbon fibre tripod. So it weighs just a little bit more than a Harris bipod, but less than their big bipod. So this is, we wanted it to be small enough so we could travel with it. I can take this on a plane. Small enough so it will go in my backpack, because I don't want to be carrying it in my hand all the time. We wanted it to be robust enough so that it would stand up to any treatment. Some of the other things we wanted to be able to sit down on the floor so we can sit and hunt, sit and shoot, but also to extend so we can stand up and shoot. But the real unique feature about this tripod is it has a ball system on the top here, so that we can shoot in any direction we want. We've had the same carbon in the field for over a year. It's been used by hunters all over Europe, America, Australia. We've had our little Javelin Bipod. This little thing has been used by the police. It's been used by the US SEALs in California. It's been on extensive testing all over the planet.
It's just over a month until the BASC Gamekeepers Fair. Held on the 11th and 12th of April at Catton Park, it's set to host more than 200 trade stands as well as game cookery demonstrations, a main arena and a dedicated deer stalking village. The fair will be open from 9 AM to 5 PM both days, and Gamekeeper members of BASC can get 2 free tickets. Head to basc.org.uk for more details. The RSPB has been told to hang its head in shame after its latest failed prosecution. The bird charity had brought proceedings against a gamekeeper in North Yorkshire, accusing him of unlawfully trapping. But the case was thrown out after it emerged the RSPB had illegally obtained evidence by planting a covert camera without permission from the landowner. The NGO said it was a disgrace that the RSPB, now wildly seen as a self-styled wildlife police force, should operate in this manner. More like this in Modern Gamekeeping magazine. And finally, the BASC annual online auction has opened for bidding. Lots on offer include Highland deer stalking, rough and driven game days and salmon and trout angling. All money raised in the auction will help fund BASC's political campaigning and its work with young shots. To see a complete list of lots, head to the website on screen now. That was the Shooting Show News.
Right, we're back here shooting a few pigeons, hopefully anyway. As you can see, we're actually on a piece of maize here, bit of game cover that's been flailed down. We've got a lot of pigeons in the area actually, there's a lot turned up. They've been on the rape for the last couple of weeks, which there's big rape fields just on the side of that hedge and down the hill. But they have found the maize, so we're having a little day on the maize. Not quite sure how it's going to pan out really, because they're still what I call in their rape mode. Big gangs, big groups coming out, you know. And one thing I'm doing this morning, which I don't normally do, is I'm getting here before the pigeons have started, because the amount of food that's on this maize, if they come here, they take about 10 minutes to get a big crop full of grub, and then what they've been doing is just going back in the woods, sitting there, and then they're coming back out about midday just for a second fill before the afternoon. So what I've done, I've got here this morning, got here early, it's only about just before 8 o'clock now. Hopefully going to intercept the pigeons, stop them getting a big gut full of grub, and then we'll just see how the day pans out. So it could work, it might not, but we'll give it a go. As we're standing here, the wind, it's actually gone round a bit. It's been in the north for the last sort of like 3 or 4 days, but it's actually swung round now, and it's coming up from the south. It's a very, very, very slight breeze, but it's coming down the cover crop. So I've got half a dozen pigeons that I managed to shoot at roost shooting the other night. And as you know, I do like to start with the real thing, so we'll put that in there. Try and make that look like a bit of a feeding pigeon. As you can see, I've got a pattern set out here. Now, people ask me about patterns and what patterns I use. I never go pigeon shooting with a set pattern in mind. What I do is I put the pigeons out how I feel to start with, and then what I do is I obviously watch the pigeons and their reactions to the decoys. If they're coming in lovely over the decoys and we're shooting them, fine. If they're not, then I'll look to see what's happening. If the pigeons are shying off a little bit, or they're landing out in the field a bit too far away, I'll move the pattern across, so you get those pigeons that are landing, you get them close enough to shoot. But like I say, it's never a set pattern, it's just wait and see what the birds react to a pattern that I put out to start with. It can be any sort of pattern to start with, but it's how they react to it during the day. We'll just wait and see on that one. That's just with my ordinary phone, like that's just what was over this field yesterday. They just literally got off. But there is evidence that they have been on here. It says pigeons going there. It's just beginning to have a little bit of movement in the air. Nowhere near us, but there's a little bit of movement in the air. So we just got to wait and see what happens, really. Oh, look, just over the top of that wood there, look, huge flock of pigeons over there. To kill pigeons, you know, you need them sort of like singly, or you know, small groups. There's some coming this way a bit. You just have to see what's happening. Can't even do that right. There's lots of movement out there at the moment. They're just big gangs just going across the horizon. They're going from one wood to another wood. Just keep going backwards and forwards at the moment. Just trying to make sure that they don't fall in that. We've gone into the tree anyway. There's one at the front. Yeah, that was quite a positive start there, because we're just standing there fiddling about with bits and pieces and that, and this pigeon's just come over the top of us. It's gone out in the field, it's swung round, come in, seen us standing here, it's swung out the side, gone round, come back into the decoys. We've just shot it over the decoy pattern, so it's an encouraging start. I like to see the first one that comes into the decoys actually get it, you know, so it's an encouraging start, so fingers crossed. Hello, mate. Right, I keep seeing groups coming from one wood to another, backwards and forward, but it's just like they've just absolutely disappeared. I'm just hoping that, you know, give it another hour, they definitely want to come out, but it's not happening at the moment, definitely not. That's my mate there, he's the other side of the field. He started taking up knitting at the moment, he's got that boring in the hide. Right above us at the moment, but just miles high, absolutely miles. That's the closest thing that's come to our decoys all day. I'm not quite sure why they do that, but as you can see, they just lifted out the wood there at the back there. That's what they've been doing all morning. And those ones now, they just have a circle round. They've been joined by more here, they'll have a circle round and they'll just go straight back in the wood again. I think if you come here about 4 o'clock this afternoon, there'll probably be a flock of pigeons on this maze, having 10 minutes of feeding, back in the wood ready for roost. That's it. Good job we've had some coffee this morning, keep me from going insane here. One man can only take so much punishment. I'm out of here. Well, I started the day full of high expectations after watching this field for the last 5 or 6 days and seeing as many pigeons in this area for many years. And my mate John came over yesterday. We had a ride round, we looked at the bits that they were on. There's just 2 bits that they were on. It's just obviously the bit we're here on here and the bit across the field. And you know, I'm talking thousands and thousands of pigeons. So John's gone away, had a sleepless night because he doesn't do too much pigeon shooting, in anticipation of a record breaking day. And I've got myself all ready. We've come out this morning, we've got onto the field. My idea was that we come out here early because there's a lot of food on the ground, and 5 minutes of a pigeon sitting on here feeding from here would fill a crop up and then that'll disappear. So we came out early this morning, got set up and we waited. The first one appeared about an hour after we'd set up, came over the field, come over the top of us, swung round into the decoys, absolute treat, bang, 1 shot, 1 kill. I thought, lovely, here we go. Within about 10 minutes of that, another one's come across the field. It's just seen the decoys, absolutely in like a dream, bang. It's 2 out of 2. Thought things are looking really good. And basically that was it. From then onwards, the pigeons, they've just spent all day just going from wood to wood to wood, just going over the top of us. I've never seen pigeons so high. I mean, you know, they were just mega high. They had no intentions of decoying, they just kept going over the top. You'd see them lift up out of the wood, they came across the field, they'd done a big loop round, went straight back in the wood, dropped in the wood, and that's what they've been doing all day. We're standing here now, I can see pigeons now just keep milling around over the wood, and I couldn't take it anymore, so obviously we decided to pack up. My expectations yesterday were we were going to have a good day, a very good day. The reality is we've had a real crap day. Pigeons have not played ball at all. I don't think I could have done any more, but the pigeons, for some reason or other, they have just shown no interest whatsoever in coming onto these blocks of land and feeding like they've been doing for the last week or so. We've got no idea why, but as the old saying is, I'm afraid that's pigeon shooting.
Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And if you're not a member of BASC, it's time to join now. BASC, looking after your sport, looking after you.